I was so determined. I was so determined not to be stopped.
What I feel is an achievement. It's what God gives you.
I will have to drive all the way to Isolo and sell my 6 bottles of juices.
One of the things that happens to children when their parents are separated or divorced is if one parent could leave, they just believe that the other parent can also leave.
I'm one of those girls who's been encouraged by men all my life.
I scored the highest mark, but they refused to take me because I'm from the West.
I think one of the things that has kept me going, honestly speaking, is hard work.
When I presented the CP wheelchair, you need to see how she jumped at me.
I think the most important one for me was learning to stand up for myself.
Previously on Inhaword.
I finally moved back to Nigeria in 2013, and that's because I got to a certain point in my life where I decided that, you know what, I think I've reached a point where I needed to come home. Everyone was coming home, and I felt like there was something for me out there in Nigeria, and so I came back home. But the story of me coming back home is really long because initially somebody offered me a job, but 2 weeks after I had decided that I was going to come, sold everything, my property, not sold my property, but all my belongings just to come and settle in Nigeria. They told me that I didn't have a job anymore. But c'est la vie, what was I going to do? I still came back to, to Nigeria with nothing in my pocket. If I start juicing around, I'll start juicing around 4. I was using my hands a lot. So if I start juicing around 4, I wouldn't finish till about 12, 1. And then I will have to drive all the way to Isolo and sell my 6 bottles of juices. 6. That's all. The whole hour, I'd only juice 6 bottles, and I'll go and sell it, and I'll come back and I'll repeat that the next day and the next day and the next day. But I kept going. I just somehow, to be honest, I don't even know how I got from there to here. I just knew that I had customers after a certain period of time. And I just sort of started growing a little bit. Then had moved from my sister's kitchen, and my sister had organized somewhere outside their compound where I started juicing. I went abroad, got some juicers. Somehow I had some money, and to be honest, I don't know how it was happening, but somehow I just found myself getting a little bit of customers. But then what happened was because I was into fitness, I had like friends and people who I used to do workout with, and I'll ask them, please, can I come and sell my juices to, where we have a workout session, and they will agree. And then I think that is how I started building. I used the fitness community to actually build my brand.
You are watching Inhaword on W, where all women share their story and experience. Keep watching W. W, everything woman.
Check us out on our website at www.wnow.com. Like and follow our Facebook page at WNow. You can also follow us on Instagram at WNow. Like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel at WNow. Download the W mobile app on App Store and Google Play. Keep watching W, everything woman.
I decided that I would give out free juices to people when they have like running events, and that's how I started moving, and I just did, those kind of publicity and moves and adverts. And I just kept going, and I just kept going. And I decided, okay, people started saying, you need to have NAFDAC. And I decided to get NAFDAC. I moved away from my sister's place. I got some money and I got a production unit in Oregon and decided to go for NAFDAC. And then I got my NAFDAC and we became certified to sell juices in stores. And the rest is history. We're here, we're still growing, but it has been a journey.
Still to come.
There's still challenges, but we will keep on going. So that's my story about me. I'm an accidental entrepreneur, that's for sure. I didn't come out here to start business, but this is the way the story went, and this is where I am now. And I am glad that I'm able to do this. I'm glad that I'm able to help people look at their health in a different way, knowing that, what we offer is actually helping someone else.
You are watching W, the Woman Channel, that brings you all the facts, figures, and information about women. W, everything women.
I mean, through all that, as I said, then we're not hearing words like perseverance. But after a while, I started hearing, it's your passion. People were supportive. I got marketing advice from people. I did a little bit of training here, a little bit of training there. And I got myself certified. I became a nutrition health coach along the way. But it's been a journey, knowing the things that I know now and putting all my energy into being the best that I can be. And we're here. There's still challenges, but we will keep on going. So that's my story about me. I'm an accidental entrepreneur, that's for sure. I didn't come out here to start business, but this is the way the story went, and this is where I am now. And I am glad that I'm able to do this. I'm glad that I'm able to help people look at their health in a different way, knowing that, what we offer is actually helping someone else. And we're here to solve a problem. We're here to solve people's issues and challenges when it comes to health. And we do that through juicing and also selling fruits and vegetables to people who need them. So that's me. And that's about Zesty Juices. And that's the name of my company.
Everyone wants to be heard. Everyone needs a voice. Everyone needs an inspiration. Everyone needs a hope. Hear her speak in her words, starting Sundays in the month of March, at these times on this channel. W, everything women.
So as I said, we were at the time when I started out this business, we were only producing like 6 bottles. It took us like hours to produce 6 bottles of juices. And but today, our production is 50 bottles of juices a day, and we work 20 days in a month, and so Monday to Friday. So, it could be better, but of course we need funding. We need funding for our business to be able to get better equipment, more stable equipment, and for us to be able to produce more for us. But compared to when we started till now, is a breakthrough. The journey hasn't been an easy one. Nigeria, we all know how challenging it is to be able to live is challenging. Can you imagine for us small businesses what we have to do to be able to survive in business?
You are watching W, the Woman Channel, that brings you all the facts, figures, and information about women. W, everything women.
Check us out on our website at www.wnow.com. Like and follow our Facebook page at WNow. You can also follow us on Instagram at WNow. Like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at WNow. Download the W mobile app on App Store and Google Play. Keep watching W, everything woman.
Next time on Inhaword.
Remember one particular day we were juicing, and all of a sudden, NEPA took light. There was no light, and we had to use the generator. And so we switched on the generator, and then all of a sudden, after a few minutes, the generator just went. So what do? We tried to fix it ourselves. It didn't work. Of course, NEPA had no way of going to read, so we were not sure that NEPA was going to come back. So we had to actually use our own hands to fix the generator, because when we called the generator guy, he was nowhere to be found. So we had to guesswork. We said, okay, it must be the plug. So we got a plug. It must be engine oil. So we got engine oil, and we changed the plug, cleaned it, put it in the gen, got some petrol, put it in, got some oil, put it in the engine oil, put it in the oil part. We've done two, and it started working.